Hi there guys, my name is Danielle. You can call me Dani and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you what I believe are the best affordable eyeshadow palettes that you can find. If you want to see what the eyeshadow palettes are, then keep on watching. Alright guys, so the very first eyeshadow palettes that I have come to find from the brand are from Wet n Wild. And Wet n Wild has these amazing mini palettes. Here is this one called the Boo Crew. This one has been my absolute favorite lately. I am just really into bright colors and this just really calls to me and it's super beautiful. The pigmentation is amazing. These retail for $4.99, so like $5 a piece, which is amazing. Let me give you some swatches. Now remember, swatches don't always swatch well on skin, so you'll have to actually test it out on the actual eyes itself. But these ones are just so beautiful. I literally cannot. Those are the shimmers. They are absolutely beautiful, super pigmented. You don't even need to spray down with a setting spray before you put the shimmers on the eyes, but you could if you wanted to, just because they're just that pigmented and it's super great. The non-shimmers, so like just the regular colors like this transition shades and this black one here, these two blend amazingly. I honestly have never found a much better black to use than this one in this palette. I have tried high ends, I have tried other low ends, but this black one in this palette specifically is amazing. So these are really great for only $4.99. You can find these pretty much anywhere, and I can recommend the blue one for you. This is the Boo Crew. I can also recommend the VI Purple. This one is really pretty as well. And then also the Not a Basic Peach. This one is really pretty if you really want like just a neutral, you know, warm tone look. Those are really great and they're super great to travel with. So if you are going out and you want to be like really minimalistic and bringing what with you, those are really great to bring with you. Next on the cheapest list, I have number 2. This is Makeup Revolution London, the Revolution. These are the reloaded palettes. This one in specific is my favorite. It is called Visionary, and you might have seen these a lot in dupe videos and whatnot. This one is supposed to be a dupe of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette. It is very beautiful, and it is only $7, so it is definitely like what, a fifth of the price of an Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. It is super amazing and the pigmentation is great. The shimmers are not the best, but as you can see they're swatching pretty good because my hand is actually wet, but the swatching on wet is really nice. If they were dry, it is a little harder to use. What I most like about these are the mattes, and they have some beautiful mattes in here, and they overall just have a great set to deal with for $7. So if you want to create a full purple look, you got this one. If you want to create just a nice natural cool tone look, you got here. They also have a couple warm tones down here, so you can create basically any look with this purple in mind. And of course, if you are someone who loves Anastasia but you can't really afford their palettes, you can usually find a dupe of that Anastasia palette from Makeup Revolution. So I highly recommend doing that. And for $7, it's really amazing. Next on the most affordable eyeshadow palette is from Profusion Cosmetics. These ones are not very well known, but they're super great and you can find their products in Walmart. And their eyeshadows are really beautiful. This one is in Wanderlust. This one is my favorite palette by them. These retail for $10, so you get a lot of shades for $10, and they just have super beautiful shimmers. Let me swatch a few for you. The only thing that you need to be aware from these ones is that they, look at that, those are beautiful. One swatches, so beautiful. But what I was saying is they have a lot of fallout. So the mattes are very I want to say they're like finely pressed, so a lot of kickback comes out. So then you definitely have to put on some powder or do your eyeshadow first before you do your foundation or whatnot to catch all that foundation or all that eyeshadow that comes off, and you'll be able to swipe it away because this does have a lot of fallout in it. But the colors are super pretty, the pigmentation is amazing, and you get a lot for $10, and it's a great, like, it's just a great step to have. You get a lot of colors, you get a lot of product for $10, and of course it is a little more bulky, but these are great to travel with because you have a variety of different colors for a variety of different moods. Of course, most of these palettes that I show you are going to be super colorful because I do love my colorful looks. As you can see right now, I'm wearing yellow eyeshadow. That's just, you know, I just love doing those bold types of looks, and I just love doing those. So most of these eyeshadow palettes are super colorful and not your average day-to-day palettes, but to me they are my day-to-day. So of course, find the palette that works for you. The prices basically stay the same for every single palette, so I just show you the brand and the pigmentation of the palettes that I have so that you can see how amazing they are. Next on my list is from e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is the 18 Hit Wonder palette. This one retails for $14, so it is a little bit more expensive than Profusion. And I like these ones better than their smaller rectangular palettes because these ones actually have a lot more pigmentation to it, and you also get a lot more product. So I like that. These shimmers are really beautiful. They're not very pigmented, I will say. You need to use a lot of product to get what you want, but of course, you can, yeah, you can kind of see that. They're still very pretty. They will show up. You just need to use some of like that setting spray, or make sure you have a wet base for your eyelids so that you can just get that color to really pop. Another thing about this is that it is also very kickbacky. I don't know if you can see, if I zoom in or move it closer to you, you can see a lot of fallout around just from me touching it. So there is also a lot of fallout. You'll need to blow it off, or, you know, put a wipe over it to wipe it off when you're done. But other than that, it is really pretty. It's really great. For $14, you do get quite a bit of products, and it does work well. So the mattes are very pretty. They're very pigmented, but the fallout is the only thing you need to worry about. It's the same thing with the Profusion palette. So you'll also have to put, you know, the bake or do your eyes before you do your foundation before you use this one. Now, the very last one in my best affordable eyeshadow palettes is from NYX. This one is the Avant Pop, and this one is specifically the Art Throb. This one is amazing. This is the most expensive out of all of them. This one retails for $17, but you can usually find it on sale for around $8. So it all depends on when you want to get it. Make sure you get it on a sale. That's what I did. They are super beautiful and super pigmented. I will show you these. This blue and green are my absolute favorite. I love using these for a quick look on the go. Just look how pigmented those are. This is so beautiful. Now, this palette mainly has shimmers in it. It has maybe, I think, 2 mattes. So if you're someone who wants a palette that has, you know, a variety of everything in it, this one won't be the palette for you. But if you do like a more shimmery look, these ones are very beautiful, and they are very shimmery, very pigmented for the shimmers. The mattes, the mattes are okay. They're not the best mattes out of all of these palettes, but they get the job done. Of course, I like the palette because of the shimmers, because the shimmers are just so bold and so beautiful, and that's what I love. And they have other palettes too that are more neutral as well, but I believe those formulas are the same. So the shimmers in those palettes will also work amazingly for you guys. So that is what I believe are the best affordable eyeshadow palettes that you can get for your collection. So I'll just do a brief overview again. The very first eyeshadow palette that is the best for you to have, and it is the best affordable, is Wet n Wild, the mini palettes. These palettes retail for $4.99 and they are super beautiful. Next is from Makeup Revolution London. These are the reloaded palettes, and you can find these in dupes for many Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. And these retail for $7. Next is Profusion. These are very beautiful, very pigmented, and you get a lot for $10. Next is e.l.f. e.l.f. has come a long way, and these new eyeshadow palettes with more pans and more color variety are amazing, and you get a lot for $14. And lastly is the NYX Avent Pop. These are super beautiful, super pigmented, and overall just super great to work with and blend beautifully. And although it is a little bit less of product that you get for $17, it is very pretty, and you can usually find it on sale for around $8. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up down below so I know. And I'm going to leave links down below for all of these palettes so that you can go buy them yourself and take a look at other variety of palettes that they have. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and let's see, comment down below on what your favorite eyeshadow palette is and how much you paid for it. And it could be like you got it on sale, or you can pay full price for it, and it could be any type of eyeshadow from any brand, and from high end to low end. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like the video. Also subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I post every Friday. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so that you know when I upload on that Friday. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you next Friday.